Welcome back to the channel. So it's the winter solstice today, and I thought I'd chat a bit about the whole winter thing that everybody greets and cries about. So I've just took my calipers off my Enfield, just give them a check they're not seized. We're halfway through winter now. Oh, sorry, just pull you down here for a wee look. So you see that? There you go. Let's grab a cloth. So they're actually okay. You can see here they're pulling in and out. See that? They're floating okay. If they weren't, you'd have to pull that, take your pads out, pull it to bits, and basically put some grease in them, anti-seizure grease, which could be copper grease, or what I've got. Give us a second. Made by Granville. See that? And it's obvious what it is because it's white. See that? So I build anything that I want to take to bits again with that stuff. It's really good. I'm just going to give this a bit blast out anyway with some brake cleaner. They're alright. Plenty of meat left on them. Just let that evaporate off. So yeah, the whole deal on the winter thing, it's quite interesting because I break up my winter, right? November is a long month. It's a horrible month, November. And I just try and get through November first. And then you've only got 21 days, 3 weeks, to the shortest day today. And everybody talks about, then you've got Christmas, New Year, which flies through, where you're at work or off. I'm off this year, which is it's nice actually being off now. I'd rather be off than work. So, January, February, everyone goes, oh, it's miserable, you know. Yeah, so today we've got 8 hours daylight, and it's a clear day. So you'll get a full 8 hours just darkness, which will be, sunset's 3:30, but it'll not get dark tonight till about 4:15, 4:30. But from sort of now on, you notice it once you're into the first week of January, the nights just start drawing out. And it's easier for me because I work outdoors, so I'm not in an office all day or a factory. And I only work 3 day a week, as you know. But the difference in the time, sorry about that, another one. So the difference between now and January, getting an extra hour and finishing, we work short hours in winter, and I'm used to I get up at 4:30 from April right through to September to leave work at 5:15, as you know if you see the motorbike commutes. And I'm into work 6 o'clock start. We used to start earlier. We do start earlier when we've got the Scottish Open on. Let's get this open, get this back on. But so getting up at, like when I'm off and getting up at 8:30 in the morning is quite nice. Right, see what's happening? We've just pushed my pad right out. So yeah, having outdoor hobbies, as I've said previously, I'm actually more than happy riding my motorbike in winter because I love it. I love the quietness. Oh, it keeps coming out here. I just need to redo this. I love the quietness of the roads at this time of year. No people going about, and when we're out walking and cycling, looking for World War II things and that, there's less folk floating about. It's great. Right. I'm trying to talk about something and do something at the same time, so I'll come back to you in a minute. Right, I've just brought you back. So what you need to do when this happens, you need to pull your pad out. See that? It's not rotating in properly. So take your R-pin out. Now you've got to pull this out. Now I've found you need to drift these out usually with a punch. Sometimes you can get them, but usually you need to punch that out. Well, just to show you that I don't pretend to be maintaining things, skipping the film. What you got to do is take your pad out and relocate it in its correct bit, which is in there. Hopefully you can see that. There you go, that's it in. And then we can put our pin back in, which just goes straight in. Usually you've got to countersink it just a little bit if you can't get into your, well, you can today. See your locating pin? There you go. I've just got the wrong glasses on today, that's why I'm struggling a bit. So, back in the game. Just put that down a bit to make sure that's right in. There you go. So yeah, getting through winter. So I just find you get through November and then break up the rest. And then usually in February, we get a lot of beautiful days in winter as well here on the East Coast. Just a wee bit tight that. A lot of high pressure weather. Storms are quite spectacular, even though they're very damaging to the fishing boats and the coastline. But it brings a lot of interesting things washed up. Interesting driftwood and shells and stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah, break it up. Get through November. November was a terrible month this year for just being overcast and wet. Everywhere in the UK was wet, as you all know. A lot of folk didn't get out on their motorbikes in November. I struggled a bit, and I broke it up a bit when using my Jeep and being in here doing stuff like today, just doing little garage stuff. And you all seem to, I seem to get a lot of comments on these films. There you go. Just turn around the bag. That's the pads back in. So I just thought I'd check that because it'd be worse trying to unseize something. Now they do kind of seize with the bike sitting, and they were kind of seized when I last did that big ride. And again, this is why you ride your bike. If you ride your bike, it stops these things happening usually. So I'll put the back in, and I've still to do a film on this, getting this wheel in and out. Yeah, you can do it with someone else helping you easy, but an absolute bar steward on your own. I'm going to devise a way that all this will cope up in the air, and it's trying to do it without having to dismantle your bike. I'm thinking wet windy night, garage forecourt scenario, your worst scenario. I don't want to call for a rescue bloody thing and wait hours. Just get the bike done, get it home. I've got my tyre weld, I've got all my stuff, you've seen all that, those videos. Precaution is the best preparation. Anyway, this is going on long enough. I'll be back with the Jeep. We've got, what a nightmare of a job it was. We had one job and a half getting the old windscreens out of this. That's new glass, you can see. And it revealed all this blue paint. But we're thinking it's only blue on this. This is the whole Hotchkiss story. And you'll hear more about all this. Wee Mark was down. Good to see you, Mark. We had a nice night out, well, a few beers, bite to eat. And I took him out the Jeep. He absolutely loved it. So he's done a film on it. And I've done a walk round. And his face was a picture when I took him out in it. So I'll put together a film of doing the glass. And it's coming up to Christmas, but I'm not doing a Merry Christmas everyone, because I'm a bit of a bah humbug. G's not working this Christmas, which is good. So we'll just spend it together. It's kind of like wasted days, isn't it? So anyway, it is what it is. I'll catch up with my nephews and my nieces and brother and sister and stuff. So anyway, let's get this back wheel back on. Thanks again. Hope you're all on holiday soon too, and get out and about. Beat the winter blues. Okay, see yous.